ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति सुपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुं श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सगण ललिता शिविशाखान्वितंश्च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधा कान्त नमोस्तुते तप्त काञ्चन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यः च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। ओम विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिने नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे। नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवदीवोत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकीम् मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दिनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्यमीश्वरं योऽन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसूक्तां सञ्जीवयति अखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्नाम् अन्यां च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणां नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यं। जयदं सुहृदो पङ्गोर्मम मन्दमतिर्गति सर्वस्य पादाम्बुजो राधामदनमोहनो ममादिदेवं करुणानिधानं कमालवर्णं श्वेतावतारम् अपार संसार समुद्रसेतुं भजामहे भागवतस्वरूपं परमानंद पाठाय प्रेमवर्षि अक्षराय सर्वदा सर्वसेव्याय श्रीकृष्णाय नमोस्तुते। गुरुवे गौरचंद्राय राधिकाय तदारे कृष्णाय कृष्ण भक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः। हरे कृष्णा हरि ओम तत्सत। So welcome all the devotees for today's Srimad Bhagavatam class. We are reading from first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, second chapter, text 25 onwards. Self-recite. Bhejire munayo thagre bhagavandam adhokshajam sattvam vishuddham shemaya kalpandeyenu taniyam. Bhejire munayo thagre bhagavandam adhokshajam sattvam vishuddham shemaya kalpandeyenu taniham. Okay, Vivek Prabhu, can you please recite?
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
भेजिए मुनयोरग्रे भगवन्तम् अधक्षजम् सत्तं विशुद्धं क्षेमाय कल्पन्ते जेतु न जेनुतनिह तनिह.
Taniha.
Yeah.
Okay, Vandana Mataji, translation.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Previously, all the great sages rendered service unto the personality of Godhead due to his existence above the three modes of material nature. They worshipped him to become free from material conditions and thus derive the ultimate benefit. Whoever follows such great authorities is also eligible for liberation from the material world.
Very good. So previously, all the great sages rendered service unto the personality of Godhead due to his existence above the three modes of material nature. They worshipped him to become free from material conditions and thus derive the ultimate benefit. Whoever follows such great authorities is also eligible for liberation from this material. So all the great sages, Why did they render service to the Supreme Lord, who is above the three modes of material nature? Because they want to get freed from the conditions, these material conditions of life, and get the ultimate benefit. What is the ultimate benefit?
Going back to Godhead, Puri.
Hmm? Yes, going back to what here. Whoever follows such great authority is also eligible for liberation from the material world. So all the great sages, all the great personalities, they rendered service. So that their ultimate goal, that to go back home, back to Godhead, to get release from this material existence. Because the Lord is above the three modes of material nature. So if we render service, we will also one day go to the stage that is Gunatit, three gunas. Tamo guna, Rajo guna, Satya guna. Since the Lord is above the three gunas, if you worship the Lord who is above the three gunas, we'll also one day go to that stage. That means we'll go out of the material existence. Material existence means struggle, frustration, right? Miseries. So who wants to stay here in this material world? Everybody wants to get out of the material world. We want to go to a place where there are no miseries. So anybody wants to remain in this material world when there is an option to go to a place where there are no miseries at all. Only bliss, only happiness. So which one would you prefer? If you are given a choice, you can remain here and get kicked by Maya left, right, and center and suffer the miseries. Or there's an option to go to the spiritual world where there's only happiness, only bliss. And that keeps increasing. So which is the best option? Which one will you choose?
The second one, Prabhuji, obvious.
It's quite obvious that we will choose the second one. Yeah. So here in this material world, we are all suffering somewhere or other. Everyone is suffering. Okay. Nobody can say that I'm perfectly happy, blissful, no problems. Is there anyone in this material world who can say that? Nobody. If at all somebody says that is just because they are totally number one fool. Material world is a place of happiness. Okay, it's in your hand. Some people will say that. Yes, provided it's in our hand to make it happy or sad. It is in our hand, definitely. Provided we are Krishna conscious. For a person who is Krishna consciousness, who is Krishna conscious, for him everywhere it's same. Devotional service, that gives him happiness or bliss. But those who are materially oriented, it's a place of misery only. So whether in the material world or in the spiritual world, our goal is to become blissful. So when we serve the Supreme Lord above the three modes of material nature, in the pure mode of goodness, we are always blissful. That's a pure devotees. So they never complains. In whichever condition, in whichever situation they are put in, they are always happy. Pure devotees, I'm talking about the pure devotees. Here also, Prabhupada, in this translation also, it is said, the great sages means Mahajanas. The Mahajanas, the great sages, they render service. So by rendering service, you get happiness. There are happiness on different level. Okay. There are happiness on different level. There are sorrows in different level. Can someone explain happiness in different level, sorrows in different level? Any idea? Okay, happiness on different level. Okay, that is physical level and mental level. Okay, we feel happy when we get a good food, don't we? Right? And we get happy when we get a good news. Okay, my son has graduated in the university with top rank. Where do you get the happiness? In the mental level, right? Physical level, we get happiness when we get good food, when we get a good dress, and when we meet friends, like that. So different levels. So physical level, mental level. So which happiness is better? Physical level or mental level?
Mental level, Prabhuji?
Yes, absolutely. Why? Can you give some example?
Because physical level maybe for short term,
Yeah.
mental level is for longer term actually.
So physically, now suppose Kapil Prabhu is giving me a rasgulla. Okay. So I'll be happy when I'm eating, or for some time, for a few days, I will remember that. The same Kapil Prabhu is, admiring me, my family, okay, for something which I have done. Okay, that I will keep remembering for the whole life. But the rasgulla that you have given, that is gone within maximum 1 week. I will not even remember. But the good words, the appreciation that he has given to me and my family, it will always remain in my mind. I'll keep remembering that. So which one is better? Mental level, right? Similarly, the sad part of it, the sorrow. Okay, there is physical level sorrow and there is mental level sorrow. So which is more stronger? Mental level again. Okay, why? I'll give an example. Suppose X, okay, Ramesh, whoever it is, he's having all sorts of problems. Physical problem, financial problem, the health problem, financial problem. Have you seen anybody committing suicide because of that health problem or another problem? Very less. But most of the 99.99% of the suicide case will be because of mental. He cannot bear that because of mental problem. Physical problem, because I have so much of headache or migraine or stomach pain, I will commit suicide? No. But when it comes to mental problem, most of the cases, if you analyze, will be because of mental problem. They cannot withstand some traumas. They're totally collapsed mentally. So which is stronger? Mental. Okay. So this material world is a place of duality. Everyone knows it. Okay. What is duality means? Dvanda. Dvanda means? What is Dvanda?
That thinking, Chintan Prabhuji.
No. Yes, Kapil Prabhu?
Confusion to
Dual Prabhu?
Yeah, dual, Dvanda, duality.
also there's confusion maybe Prabhuji.
What is that?
Confusion between different things.
No. Dvanda, duality. I have explained earlier also.
Yes.
Good and bad, Dvanda, opposites. Okay? So if there is good, there is definitely bad. If there is success, there is definitely failure. If there is a beginning, there is definitely an end also. Okay? If there is right, there is definitely wrong also. So this place is full of dvandas, full of duality. If there is summer, there is definitely winter. If there is sunrise, there is definitely sunset. Isn't it? Everything there is an opposite. Hmm? Everything, there is an opposite. So in this material world, if there is happiness, there is sorrow also. So physical and mental level. Now above this, there is one more plane. What is that? Physical, mental, and what is the third plane?
Like, ne-
Spiritual, spiritual,
What is that?
spiritual,
Spiritual,
spiritual.
yes, exactly. Spiritual. Okay. So there is physical level, mental level, spiritual level. So which is the as you go subtler, it becomes more stronger, superior. Okay. So in the spiritual level, our happiness is in the positive way. Our happiness it will keep increasing, isn't it? It never decreases. It keeps increasing. Now, where this spiritual level is? So physical level is on the bodily platform, and mental level is on the mind platform, on the level of mind, and spiritual level is on which platform?
Beyond the material world.
No, you didn't get my point. Physical level is on the bodily platform. Okay. And mental level is on the platform of mind. Spiritual level on what? On what platform?
Atma, Prabhuji, I don't know.
Atma,
Atma.
soul. So physical level, we all can see. See, physical level means it's jada, dull matter. Okay. So we are experiencing through this body, which is jada, or in other words, which is dull, dead. Because the conscious, this soul is there, that's why we are experiencing, this happiness on a physical level. When I see something with my eyes, a good form, I feel happiness. So it's on a physical level, right? Mental level, it is subtle. Mental level, can we see the mind? Can we see the mind? Can we taste the mind? Can we touch the mind? Can we hear the mind? Can we smell the mind? Can we? No, we cannot. But, so that is subtle. In our Bhagavad Gita, it's very nicely given about these elements. How, as it progresses, it goes subtler. The more it is subtler, the more stronger our experience is. So the science says the anatomy, the physiology. Now, if you go to a hospital, okay, you go to the what do you call radiologist, you take an X-ray. Okay, in the X-ray you can see all your inner organs, the kidney, the liver, the heart, the spine, this, then everything. Okay, can you ask the radiologist, can you show me my mind? Can they show you? But does it mean that we don't have mind? Okay, go to the lab, pathology department, give your blood or urine. Okay, ask them to test and tell me where is my mind. Can they? No. Does it mean that there is no mind? Because it's subtle. We cannot see the gross. That there are 5 items in gross. Bhumi, Rapo, Analo, Vayu, Kam. This is given in Bhagavad Gita. So all the gross elements, as it progresses, from earth to space, come, it becomes subtler and subtler. Okay, so I'll explain to you. So Bhumi has all the qualities, all the 5 qualities. Which are the 5 qualities that Bhumi, the earth, has? These are the 5 qualities, the Bhumi or earth. Earth, water, fire, air, ether. These are the 5 gross elements. In these 5 gross elements, the grossest is Bhumi, earth. As you go higher, it becomes subtler. So Bhumi means it has got taste, it has got touch, it has got sound, it has got form, and it has got smell. Right? All the 5 are there. All the 5 qualities are there. Now you go up. From Bhumi, you go to Apo. What is Apo means? Kapil Prabhu.
Water.
Pani Apo.
Water.
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 Okay. So, water. So, in water, 1 quality is less than the earth. What is that? One quality is less in water.
Form.
Form is there. Water is odorless, tasteless. Water has no taste. Not sorry, smell. Taste is the smell. Because water, when we have saliva, when it mixes with the taste buds, there is taste. Okay, that is smell. Water doesn't smell. Does the water have smell? So 1 quality less. And from water, you go up. What is that? Anala. Anala means fire. What is that? Fire. In fire, what quality is not there? Taste. Don't try it. The fire doesn't have taste. Okay. It's very difficult if you try. Okay. Then above fire, Vayu, air. In air, 1 more quality is less. What is that? Form. You cannot see. Can you see the air? You can feel the air. You can touch the air. Right? So, you cannot see the air in that quality. So, now, in sequential way, if you go up, the 1 quality is less. And in come, all the qualities are not there except 1 quality.
In which? In what? On what, Prabhuji?
Come means space.
Space, yeah.
Yeah. In that, all qualities are not there except 1 quality. What is that? What is therein? I am speaking to you. Okay. How you are hearing it? Because of space, sound. So in space, sound is there. No other qualities, no taste, no form, and no touch, and what is that? No smell. So as you go higher, it becomes subtler. Okay. So Bhumi, Apo, Analo, Vayu, come. These are the 5 gross elements, and this becomes subtler as you go higher from the Bhumi to come, that is space. Okay, and above that, what is above that? Mind. Bhumi, Apo, Analo, Vayu, come, Mano. Mano means mind. It is subtler than even the space. It doesn't have any of these qualities. Mind, not taste, you cannot touch, you cannot smell, you cannot hear. So mind is subtler. So our experience will be stronger as you go from gross to subtler. Subtle. And above mind is what? Mano buddhi. Okay, mind. So what's the function of the mind? Sankalp and Vikalp. What is Sankalp and Vikalp means? Accept and reject. Accept and reject. Okay, mind says, okay, I want to go to the satsang. Okay, there's option. I can go for cinema also. I can go for satsang also. So mind says, no, let me go for satsang. I'll reject cinema. Okay. Sankalp, Vikalp. Accept, reject. And the intelligent discriminates and tells the mind. Okay, I'm sorry. Mind has, two options. Who discriminates and direct the mind to choose the option of satsang? It is intelligence.
Intellect.
It is intellect. So above mind, still subtler, is intelligence. So intelligence says, Baba, don't go to cinema, go to satsang. Cinema, you will waste your money, you will waste your time, you will waste your energy, and you will come with, sorrow. You go to satsang, at least you will be spiritually surcharged, and you'll get some energy, enthusiasm. So intelligent discriminate and give the option. Mind says, eat rasgulla, who is having diabetes. Intelligence says, no, don't eat rasgulla because you are having diabetics 300 plus. So don't, it is harmful for you. Okay. So mind accepts and rejects based on the intelligence given by the intellect. Okay. And above this intelligence is, what is above intelligence? Mano buddhir ahankar. Ahankar. What is ahankar? False ego. Okay. So bhumi rapo analo vayu kam mano buddhi revacha ahankara idiyam me bhinna pragrudashtada. Ahankar is the subtlest in this 8 elements. So ahankar, what is ahankar now? What is ahankar? So intelligence, mind we know. Okay, mind is our accepting and rejecting according to our desires. Intellect is discriminatory power. Okay, and above that is ahankar. Ahankar means I am this body, this mind is mine, this intelligence is mine. So the ahankar, the false ego, identifying this body as myself. So you all came to this satsang. Is your leg brought you here? Suppose a physical class. You came to my house. What brought you here? Your leg?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Is it?
No, I mean, leg is just a media.
Yeah.
To reach.
So what brought you here? Who dragged you here? Mind.
Our
Intelligence and mind.
intellect.
Yeah. Intellect, intellect gave the direction, and mind, it is a mind who dragged us here with the help of the legs. Right?
Yes.
Now, in this false ego is telling, it is my mind. I am this body. It is my intellect. So false ego is the element that thinks that this is my body, this is my limbs, this is my mind, this is my intelligence. So who is superior here in this?
Ahankar.
False ego. So because of false ego, everything is happening. Right? Now, above false ego, there's one more element. What is that?
Soul, which is soul.
Soul, yes. Now, this five first gross elements, some or the other, we can, hear it, we can see it, we can taste it, we can smell it, we can feel it. The five. The other three, mind, intelligence, and false ego, no way. It's totally subtle. And above that is the soul. Okay. When you go to a hospital, you can get cured of many diseases. Okay. Mind. Is there any department that treats you for mental problems? There are some counseling department, there are some psychiatrists, but there is any surgery that can be done that we can make your mind okay. I will do your operation surgery. Is there any medical treatment for mind? No. By conversing, by talking to each other, the counselor can come to know what exactly has problem, then can cure to a certain extent. Otherwise, there is no physical treatment, just like giving an injection, giving some medicine. Okay, you will become okay. It cannot be treated like that. So mind itself is a complicated matter. Can anybody treat the intelligence? No. There is no department to treat the intelligence also. There is no department to treat the false ego also. So there's no. So for the gross thing, there are treatments in the hospitals. Kidney failure, you can repair that. Liver failure, you can repair that. Heart failure, you can repair that. Okay, mind failure, you cannot repair that. Intelligence failure, you cannot repair that. Yes, some conversation, some counseling can help to a certain extent. That's it. So this itself is a big problem, a very, very intricate and complex problem. The mind, intelligence, and false ego. And above that is the soul. And soul, nobody knows. Nobody can say that there is soul. So people say, no, soul is not existing. But soul is a proper person. Soul is a proper person. And soul on the spiritual level, the soul is getting the bliss. The total bliss, the soul that experiencing in connection with the super soul cannot be compared to any happiness that derives from gross and subtle faculties or subtle elements. So in brief, the more the subtler, the more stronger the experience is. The more stronger the experience is. So this vidya or this education, this knowledge of the subtle elements, mind, soul, and false ego, and especially about the soul, the ninth element, it is not given in any jada vidya, in any mundane knowledge, material knowledge. This is not given in any schools, colleges, of universities. This is given in spiritual institutions only. So this is called Bhagavata Dharma. This is called Bhagavad. So there are two types of knowledge, Vidya and Avidya. Jada Vidya and Divya Vidya. Jada Jnana and Divya Jnana. So Jada Jnana, when you go to college, universities, you will get. Divya Jnana, okay, that's called Vidya. So Vidya, Avidya. Avidya is the Jada Jnana, material knowledge. Vidya is the spiritual knowledge. No, that is regarding our soul proper, our spiritual existence. Okay, two types of knowledge, Vidya and Avidya, or Jadatnyan or Divyatnyan. Jadatnyan, when you go to school, colleges, universities, you will get it. But Divyatnyan, you will not get any mundane universities or school colleges. You will get only in Bhagavad Dharma, in Bhagavad Gita, in such literatures. It is something higher. It is metaphysics. So where do we go? We go to spiritual institutions. Spiritual institutions teaches us based on Vedic knowledge. So when they cannot find out this, when they cannot understand with the logic and experiment, what do they say? No, there is no soul. I cannot see it. Even mind I cannot see, but can we say there is no mind? I cannot see even intelligence. Can we say that we don't have intelligence? The difference between animals and the human beings. What is the basic difference between animals and the human beings?
Intelligent, Prabhu.
Intelligence. Intelligence. So when we have intelligence, we have power. When we have power, we have responsibility. When we have responsibility, we have accountability.
And that's why, Prabhuji, nowadays artificial intelligence. Now they are trying to create
Behind artificial intelligence, there is a
human intelligence.
there is a
Yeah.
spiritual intelligence.
Yes.
Without that spiritual intelligence, there won't be artificial intelligence. Okay. So animals doesn't have intelligence. They have intelligence, but on a very, very minute level. Okay. But higher intelligence, only humans. So the higher the intelligence, higher the power. Otherwise, just see, compare a lion or what you call cheetah or elephant and us. Who is stronger? Elephant?
Yeah, elephant.
So strength-wise, elephant is stronger. But who commands the elephant? A 5 or 6 feet person with no
Right.
strength.
Correct.
Isn't it? Because intelligence. Intelligence. So not the power, not the strength, intelligence. So like that. So this animals versus man, we have higher intelligence, and because we have higher intelligence, we have strength, mental strength, and spiritual strength. We can exploit other species. We can bring them under our command. We exploit, isn't it? So that is the reason we are having accountability, responsibility, and there is karma bhala. For animals, they don't have. When one animal kills the other animal and eat, will somebody put them in jail? No. There is no responsibility, there is no accountability. If you do the same, we'll be punished. Materially also, spiritually also, means by the material government, by the spiritual government, the Supreme Lord. So this is that. So physical level, mental, emotional level, and spiritual. So there is, intelligent quotient, emotional quotient, and spiritual quotient. Okay. So that is the reason when we go beyond the three modes of material nature. Now we came to that point because when we go above the three modes of material nature, the Lord is on that platform. If we also try to rise above the three modes, that is Tamoguna, Rajoguna, and Sattoguna, come to the stage of pure mode of goodness, Shuddha Sattvic stage, we will not bother about the gross and subtle elements. We'll be on the soul platform. We'll be always blissful. So that's why the Mahajanas, the great sages, okay, simply chanting the holy name of the Lord. I'll give an example. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj, Haridas Thakur, all the great personalities, all the great sages, great acharyas, they were so much in bliss when they chant the holy name of the Lord. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj, he went to Navadip and for 9 or 10 years continuously he chanted the holy name of the Lord every day 22 hours. If you are not happy, how can you continue chanting for 9 years constantly, every day 22 hours? That means so much bliss is getting, no? Just see, because he's on that platform. So as you grow higher from the lower platform, that is from the gross platform, the happiness also increases. So I told you the pleasure that we get on a gross bodily level is lesser than on the mental level. Or in other words, the pleasure that we attain on a mental level is much higher than on a gross level. Similarly, the happiness or bliss that we get on a spiritual level, on a soul level, is much higher than the mental level or emotional level. So we think that in this material world, we are happy. We are not happy. Somebody asked Maharaj, how are you? So Maharaj replied, better than, what is that? I deserve. That is what he replied. Better than I deserve. I don't deserve this much, but I'm better than that. So that is real Krishna consciousness. That's real Krishna consciousness. So we have to slowly and gradually, we have to progress. In whichever mode or whichever guna we are in, slowly and gradually. Otherwise, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj hardly eats anything. In that 22 hours, when he chants 2 hours, for rest, for taking bath, for eating. How much will he eat? Some buttermilk or something. So spiritually, he is nourished. It's not necessary that we have to eat 3 times when spiritual nourishment is there. So his life or his that total enthusiasm is on a spiritual level. That's why he said, all the great sages rendered service unto the personality of Godhead due to his existence above the 3 modes of material nature. So Lord is above that. So we also should rise. Now we are in any of the 3 modes, that is Tamoguna, Rajoguna or Satoguna. So our immediate goal is to rise to the mode of goodness. Only in goodness we can do the devotional service. In Rajoguna, in passion, we can just start. It's only a starting point. But if you want to really do devotional service, one has to rise to the platform of Sattva-guna. And if you really want to do pure devotional service, we want to rise from the mode of goodness to the pure mode of goodness. Then we can go back home, back to Godhead. So purport. We'll read the purport also. The purpose of performing religion is neither to profit my material gain, not to get the simple knowledge of discerning matter from spirit. So the purpose of performing religion, dharma, is neither to profit from material gain, not to get the simple knowledge of discerning matter from spirit. So what is the purpose of performing religion? Prabhupada is telling, it is not for achieving some material benefit. nor to understand the difference between matter and spirit. The ultimate aim of religious performance is to release oneself from material bondage and regain the life of freedom in the transcendental world. We have freedom here, right? This freedom will entangle us in this material world. So the real freedom will take us to the transcendent world and give us, bliss. And that too, every step it is increasing bliss. So the freedom that we utilizes in this material world is binding us. Why? Because we are not utilizing this freedom in line with the desire of the Supreme Lord. We are utilizing this freedom for our sense gratification. That's why we are entangling this material world. So if you want to really enjoy the freedom, then we have to go to the spiritual world and act as per the dictation of the Supreme Lord. So Arjuna was instructed by Krishna. Arjuna was instructed by Krishna. What did he instruct? Don't try to beat around the bush. He was giving so many reasons for not fighting. So many reasons. Yes, those are all valid reasons. If we are there also, we will also tell the same thing. Because Arjuna is asking all these questions, or he is putting to that confusion, on our behalf. So Lord Krishna instructed Arjuna, rise above all these petty issues or things. Come to knowledge. Do your duty. Do your duty selflessly. Don't try to satisfy your senses, telling that he will die, telling that they will become, widow, and the family heritage, the tradition, everything will be destroyed, this and that. These are all smaller problems. If he doesn't take part in the war, it will be a bigger problem than this. It will be a big, because that is what Lord wants. So what Lord wants, that is the ultimate duty. So our ultimate duty is also to serve the Supreme Lord instead of serving our senses. Now, we are trying to serve our senses rather than serving the senses of the master. We are supposed to serve the senses of the master. Rishikena Rishikesha Sevanam Bhakti Ruchade. Rishikena means with our senses. Okay, Rishikesha means the master of senses. So we have to serve the master of senses with our senses because he is the master. So the servant has to serve whom? Master, right? We are the servant. Mamai Vamso Jiva Loke, Jiva Bhuta Sanatana. Jivere Surupohe, Krishna Nityadas. This is our position. So instead of serving the master of the senses, we are trying to serve our senses, thinking that my senses are my masters. So if you want to get release from the material bondage and regain the life of freedom in the transcendent world, where the personality of Godhead is the supreme person, laws of religion, therefore, are directly enacted by the supreme personality of Godhead. What is that slogan? Bhagavad Pranitam. What is that? I forgot. Dharmastu Sakshat Bhagavad Pranitam. Okay. So the laws of religion, therefore, are directly enacted by the personality of Godhead. And except for the Mahajanas, or the authorized agents of the Lord. No one knows the purpose of religion. So the Mahajanas, we know who are the Mahajanas, the 12 Mahajanas. So many, but in the Bhagavata, they have given 12 main names. Okay, okay. Brahma, Bhishma, Janaka, Prahlada, Beli Maharaj, okay, Yamaraj, Shiva.
Kapil Muni, Prahlad, Bhisma.
What is that?
Kapil Muni, Prahlad,
Kapil,
Bhisma.
yeah. So all
Oh,
these
yeah.
12 Mahajanas listed in Bhagavatam. Okay, there is a sloka. So if,
Yeah, I noted down, Prabhuji, this all 12 Mahajana earlier.
yeah.
This.
So except them, no one knows the real religion, the laws of religion. So what is our duty? To follow in the footsteps of these Mahajanas. Follow in the footsteps of this Mahajana. There are 12 particular agents of the Lord. Yeah, that is what he has mentioned. Who know the purpose of religion. And all of them render transcendent service unto him. Persons who desire their own good may follow these Mahajanas and thus attain the supreme benefit. So we have to follow in the footsteps of these Mahajanas. 12 Mahajanas, any one of them. This is,
Said, Prabhuji?
yes, Prabhuji.
You said something, Prabhuji? I think there was some.
Okay. No, so we have to follow in the footsteps of these Mahajanas. Mahat. Following in the footsteps of Mahajanas. Okay. That is even in nectar of instruction, it is said. What is that? Utsaha Nischaya Dhairya Tatat Karma Pravartanat Sangatyago Sato Vritte. Sato, Sat, Mahajanas. You have to follow in the footsteps of the Mahajanas. Then our life will become perfect. We should not follow film star, sports star, politicians, and such people. Most of us, most of people in the present time, they are, members of these clubs, politicians club or film stars clubs or sports star club. What's the use? What's the use? Where we are reaching? What's our goal? Yes, it may give you some temporary pleasure for your mind. That's it. And that will spoil, that will entangle us more and more in this material world. So what's our goal? We should set the goal. What is my goal? Should I come back again and again and suffer in this material world, or should I try to get out of the material world once for all and go to that place where there are no miseries? The choice is ours. So if that is the choice, then we have to follow the Bhagavata Dharma. Then in that case, Mahajano ena gatasa pantha. Mahajano ena gatasa pantha means follow in the footsteps of Mahajanas. Next is 26. I think we'll do that next week. Okay. So please mark 26. So I'll stop here. Vancha kalpadarupesya kripa sindhubheva patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Ananta Kodi Vaishnav ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai. Hari Hari Bol.